Well, there's a combination I'm not expecting. Marty was up here a little bit ago. I'd rather have you in the middle as a buffer, Marty. Well, we did get some rain overnight. I'll go see how much in a minute. And I see a sizable tree limb down over here. I didn't hear that last night, though. Are you coming, Tux? Are you coming? He goes, well, you started walking, but you didn't call, Mom. Good morning, buddy. There you go. That's my boy. Good morning. Everybody over here doing good? We got something more than nothing last night. It was all late. Hi, Morris. Good boy. Yeah, not one limb, but two. I would imagine these were damaged in that storm the other day and then just came down last night. It's kind of on my camellia over here. I'll let Don haul it off, but I'll try to move it off my plant. It didn't damage the camellia, I don't believe. It just was sort of leaning on it just a bit. Don can haul it up in there. Doesn't have to be today. Hello, mister. I want to rub your legs. I don't care about my food too much. And the number is... Let's see. Not even a 10th. How depressing. Yeah, Don and I joked last night. We did everything we could to get it to rain. I went and watered and got all bit up by mosquitoes. He washed Ruby. I drove Ruby. You know, what other rain dance were we supposed to do, right? So, we got a little bit, but when you're having temperatures in the mid to upper 90s, we need a little more than we're getting right now. Good morning, guys. Everybody's doing good today. And it's walk time. Did they leave you any Pringles?
Yeah, they didn't even leave any for the ants.
How many carbs per serving?
Total carbohydrates, 16 grams for a 1 ounce serving. 1 ounce, 28 grams, approximately 14 crisps. So you could say each crisp is 1 gram. It's like just a scooch over 1 gram.
Well, if you could stick with that, that's not the total worst, but you can't have any carbs the whole rest of the day.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is the problem with things like Pringles. That has been, the carbohydrate has been ground up so fine.
Immediate absorption.
Immediate. It's like, it's almost, I guess liquid sugar, as in like Coca-Cola, is the only thing that would hit your blood sugar faster than
yeah. On top of eating foods that have carbs, the way we process, pulverize, even like almond flour versus a real almond, not good. I'm so happy the town came and mowed yesterday. Or this morning already. The trail is much better. Way cool. I would have bet that they weren't going to do it before the 4th of July holiday because they closed this off for the 4th of July and it's not a showcase for the event. But they got down here anyway.
That's right.
Yay, town.
Yeah.
Well, I'm impressed. Not only did they mow, but they made more than one pass and went all the way to the edge. What an improvement. Good morning, kitty. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. Meh. So they just pulled up with poles and cement and a different crew. I think they're setting the poles for the new fence today, so they are not waiting till after the 1st. Because, you know, at the event, people have to walk around the fence. So what they did is they came and they put a new hole beside the existing pipe and hole. Then they're taking the poles out. Then they've got new, nice, pretty black poles to put in over here. The only thing I haven't totally figured out is where they're going to get the water from to mix the cement. Maybe they just pour the cement in the hole and then pour the water in versus mixing it in the wheelbarrow. I don't know. You know, there's different kinds of cement. And I made my stepping stones all those years ago for the SPCA of Wake County as a fundraiser and for Fun with Friends and for the kids' feet and hands when they were little. I tell you what, mixing up one small thing of cement where you got to put a stick in there and move it around is hard work. And that was just for a little tiny amount. Something you can spin. I'm sure shovels in a wheelbarrow, but still you got to have some upper body strength. That cement is some mess to mix. Guess I was just wishing they had a small cement machine, or maybe it's coming on another little trailer. Everything always gets caught up in the fence. On our third lap, we cut in the middle because we can, because the fence is down over there and we're getting all the stuff that got caught in the fence. And there's a bunch. Well, that would be a snapping turtle. You go back to the water, okay? One of the ways you know is bigger. The other way is the shell's always got gunk on it from being down in the water and the stuff growing on the shell. She was over there sitting on the log, but she came out for some better loving this time before she got distracted by a noise. I'll see you tomorrow. You can walk a little bit, but don't walk too far. I just finished up yesterday's video. I've been sitting out in the front porch with Gray and Panther for, I don't know, at least 30 minutes, maybe a bit longer. They've been good company. It's in the shade. The bugs didn't bother me. It's a little hotter than I'd like, or more humid than I'd like, but totally fine for cooling down from our walk and, you know, not exerting myself. Usually because this is high up off the ground, the bugs are not as bad out here as they are down closer to the grass. I am going to work on my post office, Lego post office for a bit. I added a few bricks here yesterday and a few onto the back porch, but that's about all I had time to do. What I did at the computer was decide on the decorations for the second floor, what theme I wanted, and it's gonna have a bar on this wall, and then I found I'm getting kitty help. Then I found a pool table, and that's hockey and foosball and an arcade and a pinball machine. One of these is the pool table, so whatever will fit. I'm gonna build these. Now I have other kitty help. Kitty help is great. I do love kitty help. I fed them this morning, I promise. You guys know I fed them. You're a good girl, just wants to be by her mama. That's right. What was I gonna say? I gotta build the pieces, set them in there, and then I can make decisions about the floor, which is either gonna be the sand green color or the dark blue color probably, or tan. But I gotta get the furniture built, and then I can decide where I need studs versus flat, and I can fix the floor, do the floor. I also am at a point where I could start the floor for the third floor too. Yeah, so today's instructions are all on YouTube videos, which is okay. So I've got the bar, the stools, and a couple of people installed. This is as tall as it said to build it, but I had tried to build it taller, and I had to make it smaller again. And I'm not going to have room for 3 game pieces. I probably have room for 1 table, so I'll have to choose between pool, air hockey, and foosball. Probably whichever one is smaller is the right one to put in there. You never have as much room as you think you have. All right, I've got the ice hockey table and the bar installed, and it is full up here. So I won't be adding anything more, except for a couple pieces I'm waiting on. This floor is finished, and I can move on to the next floor.
Guess what?
You're off work.
I'm off work.
Did the mail lady bring me Legos?
Black.
Oh, but those are not the
Black and
tan.
blue.
Those are not the tan ones I need. I need 1x3 tans really, really, really bad. I guess I should. I don't know what that is. Who's that for? You? Okay. Well, I hate to cover up the pretty bar scene I just built, but it was time to do the next floor, so that's what I did. And I can keep on building up. I've got to do the fire escape over here and you know, yellow walls and then very similar windows as to what's right here. So probably won't have much chance to work with it until I come back from the trip to Charlotte, but I might stick a couple more on here or there. Dropped Johnny off at Taekwondo and went over to Honeycutt Park and did a battle in person. Mega Charizard Pogo. I'm headed back home and see if Dawn can go get Johnny because the timing of dinner tonight and some things I need to do. I've got to cook a spaghetti squash in the Instant Pot and get the meatballs in at the right time. That's what we're having tonight, meatballs and spaghetti squash. But I did get out in Ruby today for a few minutes. My oven's on, but it's not on. I put the meatballs in 30 minutes ago, and when I opened them up to pour the sauce and the cheese on top, I didn't get that whoosh of heat up in my face. And we've tried bake, convection bake, preheat, resetting the circuit breaker. I guess you get to troubleshoot it this weekend. It's a 12 to 15 year old oven, and it's not the original control board. Someone else had swapped this out.
Yeah.
And it's the most sensitive piece of equipment in the entire house to power failures, which we had one today, by the way.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't know when the last time I used the oven was. Last night we had steak. It wasn't last night. We'd have to think about that relative to the power outage we had Friday.
Yeah.
We certainly didn't use it on the generator.
No, we didn't.
And you even had all of the... I mean, it couldn't have even drawn power if it had wanted to while we had the generator on,
No,
so...
It's just, it is what it is, sweetie.
I'm sorry.
And guy's life.
So we figured out that it worked. Tuesday night was the last time. We had pork chops, which I pan fry real quick, both sides, sear them, and then I put them in the oven. And Father's Day we had ribs. It ran for 90 minutes.
Yeah, it was great.
So something between Tuesday night and today.
Yeah. Well,
You think it's the control board or the element? The burners up top are working, by the way.
at this point, it could. I hear the click. In other words, when you type in the numbers, and you hit start,
Bake 350 start. That's how this one works.
You hear a click.
Right.
So that click should turn on the contactor or something. I think that. So I think the control board itself is fine. I would think it's something in the heating element current path. It could be the little contactor is bad. I mean, that contactor clicks. It doesn't sound particularly large. I mean, it could be a solid state one, but I doubt it.
Well, the thing of it is both elements aren't coming on, and on a preheat, they both thought, and we tried convection bake too.
Yeah, I would say, if I had to guess, I would say it's the contactor. I don't think there's a fuse. They don't put fuses in stoves. You put it on a breaker, so you know, it isn't like a fuse went bad. I took.
You're gonna go think on it.
Well, I took a picture of the model number. I'm gonna see if I can find some kind of a wiring diagram. I'm sure if we pulled it out from the wall, there's a simple wiring diagram on the back.
Well, it's been home repaired before, not by you, so obviously there's some stuff online about that stove.
Right. Well, after finding the wiring diagram and then finding the parts diagram and doing a search, the going price on that thing, I saw it for as little as $380 and for as much as $476 for the control board.
I remembered it was $400. It was painful.
The wiring diagram was very clear that the broiler heating element and the baking heating element are controlled through the oven control board. And the heating elements on top, they're not. They're just through the little knob. There's just the, you know, the good old fashioned, but they don't go through the oven control board. And so I did a search, and I found a repair kit that fixes the 3 most common problems with that control board for $30, $31 taxes and shipping. So basically, it says it requires soldering. So I think it doesn't say. It says it doesn't include simplified instructions, but it does require soldering. And so we're going to find out. I suspect it's a couple contactors and something else. And it said three parts.
When's it coming?
It says 3 day ship. 3 day shipping. It's coming from Florida, so there's no way it's going to be here Saturday, but it could be here Monday or Tuesday next week.
Gotcha.
I mean, we could get lucky. The guy, I mean, I paid for it, everything, so buy it now type situation. So, you know, tomorrow is Friday. He could get it in the mail, but I don't see how the postal service is going to
Right. So probably Monday.
Monday, yeah.
Okay.
But even at the control board, so when you're planning, you can cook on top. So there's no baking involved, unless it can go in the toaster. Oh, but you won't be here.
I won't be here tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And you just need the toaster oven or the cast iron skillet.
Oh,
you won't be able to make any bacon.
Oh, I can make bacon.
Well, not the way we normally make bacon.
Not the normal way.
Not the easy way.
Not the easy.
There's a little bacon left.
Yeah, but I can handle it.
But by Monday, we'll be needing to make bacon.
That's right.